What's crack-a-lackin' YouTube? Welcome back to another tier list. This week I am doing the worst generation. So the 12 individuals with over 100 million berry bounty on their head before reaching the red line and going over or under it. Most go under. And meeting up with Sabaody. These are kind of the rookies of the generation so far, and the ones that are making changes in waves throughout the world. So obviously Luffy and Zoro coming out of Alabasta with their large bounties and everyone they're beating, and then CP9, I'm sorry, and from all the way to Apu, who's working with Kaido. Always remember spoils on these tier lists and anything else related One Piece. I apologize. Spoils, be ready. But let's jump into it. First off, we got Marshall D. Teach, the man, the myth, the legend. He is super duper strong, has 2 devil fruits right now. His darkness, black hole, as well as Whitebeard's the strongest, the tremor fruit. And he's making a move of some sort right now. Last time we saw him, he was with Gecko Moria, and he was saying big things are about to happen. In anticipation of that, he's really exciting, really cool character, but I don't put him much higher than an A because he hasn't done a whole bunch since Marineford yet. But when he does something, it's gonna be big. Next up, we got X Drake, Navy undercover officer in the Beast Pirate organization. He actually connects to the last worst generation law in their backstory, because when Rosante Corazon died, X Drake was there. He was the one that gave up the position and escaped the birdcage to the Navy ship just barely. Him alone, I think he's pretty strong. His devil fruit, the mythic T-Rex Zoan type, is incredible. But I'm not sure how useful he's going to be in battle yet, because we haven't seen a whole lot. He's handling a poo, and it's been a while since we've seen those two. Next up is the soon-to-be greatest swordsman all time. Big spoils here from last week's chapter 124. He is now back in action and took a big shot against King. He also got injected with these shots that obviously are going to have huge side effects, and what it is stated is double of what he did. So he's already taken the shot from Big Mom Kaido, but on top of fighting King, one of the stronger guys who was there with Kaido when he was stopped by Shanks, so he's top tier strength. Obviously S tier Zoro, hands down. Next up, we got the musical little turd. I think Apu is funny. I'm not really sure if he's going to be viable and how he's going to really play his role in this, but I'm excited to see what happens with him. Along with strength, if you just plug your ears, he can hurt you. It's kind of funny. So we're going to put him in as a D, and as it progresses through Wano, if he's actually cooler, maybe he'll move up to a C, but I don't see that coming. Next up is Hawkins. This man is, everyone's saying underrated, but now he has this twisted sense of sacrificing Killer's Captain Kid as one of his souls, and if he kills him, he has to kill his captain to kill Hawkins, and it's kind of badass. But other than that, he has a cursed sword or a straw, some sort of sword. Put him at a C. Next up, we got Beige, who is at Whole Cake Island arc. He was top dog, hiding underneath as security, plotting with Jinbei of how to take down Big Mom. They kind of blow the opportunity, but also in the end kind of work with the Straw Hats and Sanji to lure Big Mom away and get away safely. His devil fruit, the fort fruit or fortress, whatever, is pretty badass. Can keep everyone inside and turn into a big mobile fortress. I place him at B with Drake because I think those two would go toe to toe. This next man, Uruguay, I don't know how to say his name, help me. He hasn't had much screen time. We know him beat a admiral at Big Mom's, and then that was the injury he was nursing when Kaido jumped off the clouds on the three when they were alliancing, and I think he has something to do with King as well as Enel, because he's from a sky island because he has wings of some sort, and it's been talked about the islands of similarity between the two. So since we haven't seen a whole lot, I'm putting him as a B, but I can't wait to see what happens when he shows up. Next up is the future king of the pirates, Monkey D. Luffy. I don't have to say a whole lot. I'm gonna put him as an S, but right now, this next chapter with Momo growing up, being a large adult, looking like someone, probably Odin, and then Luffy being refueled and ready to go take back Wano. We have about 15 minutes before they reach the capital, so we'll see what happens there. Next up is Bonnie. I'm really excited to see what she plays in, because she has a connection with Blackbeard and Akainu somehow. It's a weird connection. She's part of the Revolutionary Army. She knows Sabo, she knows Kuma, which you can see in the thumbnail. Her crying is they're at Morijoa during the Riviera, something like that. And she's crying because she saw what they're doing to Kuma. I think she's going to be really strong, but I'm not sure if she's actually more or less a rookie because of her devil fruit being able to age the way that she does. I do think that she will be coming into it when we hear more about Sabo. Next up, we got Killer, the second in command to Captain Kidd of the Kid Pirates. This man is a beast. He uses blades as well, so he is a swordsman like Zoro, but it uses more of a scythe. Went toe-to-toe with Zoro and Wano here so far, and right now is dicing it up with Hawkins. I place him about a B. I don't know if I would go quite an A, because I don't think he would stand up to Blackbeard, and I don't think he'll play that big of a role after Kid fights with Big Mom, and somehow they figure out for Kid to survive and not die through the fights. Speaking of Kid, this man is beast. Is the only other one to know out of these people that have Conqueror's Hockey. He is easily an A tier because he's currently fighting with Law against Big Mom, so I think he would be available to stand up to Blackbeard at some point. Backstory of Kid: he lost his arm in the battle with red-haired Shanks, and in the upcoming events there's probably going to be a flashback to that after this is all done. Finally, we have the man, the myth, my favorite son of a bitch, Law. I wonder why I keep doing these different lists and he's always on it. I like to put him all the way up here, but I'm only going to put him as an S. Devil Fruit's amazing. His part in this is really strong because he's ready to find out things of the past. People think he joins the Straw Hats, but he's just going to be part of the fleet because, you know, he's already part of it. And he's going to play a large role in these final parts of Wano. So there you have it. That's my tier list of the worst generation. Hope you liked it. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and check out our other videos. We got Minecraft Legend on here, and we'll be back at least once a week with 1 or 2 videos.